When we are drawing angles on our unit circle, we always want to start by labeling our unit circle here. So our initial side of every angle is always going to be on our positive x-axis. So this is always going to be 0 radians here. We know that halfway around our circle, or 180 degrees, is equal to pi radians. And if we do a full rotation, we come back to our initial side, that's going to be a full 2 pi radians. So in between 0 and pi at 90 degrees, we're going to have pi over 2 radians because it's halfway in between 0 and pi. And halfway between pi and 2 pi is going to be 3 pi over 2 radians. So now that we have some initial radian measures drawn out on our unit circle, we can now sketch our angles. So let's start with pi here. We want to sketch the angle pi radians. So we are going to start here on our initial side, and our angle measure is going to be equal to pi radians. So all we have to do then is go around our unit circle. We always want to go counterclockwise if we have a positive angle. And so this is going to be our angle here that is equal to pi radians, or a 180 degree angle. Now let's look at an angle that we don't already have labeled here on our unit circle. So I'm going to change the color here, but let's look at 2 pi over 3 radians. We want to sketch this angle here on our unit circle, but we don't have this radian measure labeled on our unit circle. So let's look at what we do have. We know that 2 pi over 3 is going to be somewhere in between pi over 2 and pi. 2 pi over 3 is between those two radian measures. If we know that 180 degrees, or half of our circle, is equal to 1 pi radian, then we can sketch 2 pi radians by dividing this half of our circle into 3 components. So if we were to sketch that here, if we were to divide this into 3, it would look something like this. Now it's not perfect, but this measure here would be pi over 3 radians. And this measure here would be about 2 pi over 3 radians. We just took this half of our circle equal to pi radians and we divided it into 3 parts. So if we wanted to sketch the angle 2 pi over 3, we would start again at our initial side, which is always our positive x-axis, and our angle would be represented by this blue angle right here, which is equal to about 2 pi over 3 radians.